But I do know you're not supposed to ride no horse without a saddle. Hey, Samore Love bugs, you have now tuned into my Basketball Wives. I think it's season 4, episode 11 recap. Guys, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you have not yet done so. And shout out to my girl, Miss PTV, for giving me a shout out on this channel. I totally appreciate it. It meant the world to me. Also, guys, be sure to share this video wherever you like to share videos. And don't forget to give it that good old thumbs up, okay? Alright, guys. So, oh yeah, one more thing. Be sure to check out my other channel tomorrow because that's where Love and Hip Hop Hollywood will be hosted, will be held on my Samore Love TV channel. So guys, this one had me laughing, it had me rolling. This was a good episode for me, you guys. I got my little fill of entertainment. And if y'all wondering why I got this yellow background, I was recording some beauty videos earlier from my other channels, so I didn't feel like taking it down, so that's why, okay? Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and get right into this. So Jackie, they was all at the table. Jackie was telling Malaysia that she feels a certain type of way, and she's like, she's really done with their relationship. It's kaput. That's it. No more. She's not stressing it anymore. That's it. And then all of a sudden the rain just started to pour. It started pouring down rain, cats and dogs, honey. So they all had to end up going inside the house to eat their dinner, looking dressed to kill like they was going to the ball. I mean, I was like, dang, y'all looking real fancy for this. And then they have to end up wasting those dresses because they end up in the house anyway. Shawnee was like, I would have told y'all wear sweatpants if I knew we was going to be eating inside. Anyways. So yeah, that's how that go. That was like a little sign telling them, just shut up and eat. That's what they was trying to, that's what he was trying to tell them. So yeah, so they all go inside, and now it's time for Mehgan to call Angel out and tell her that she feels like she don't like her. And Angel's just like, it's not even that serious. I'm just defending my friend at the end of the day. And that's it. Like, she wasn't really like too on the defensive side. Then Malaysia also spoke up, and she said that she felt some type of way like Angel didn't like her either. And Angel did kind of clarify that whole situation. She said she felt some type of way that Malaysia didn't wear her outfits. And Malaysia's like, yeah, but I apologize for saying whatever I said in front of the women. Because she also felt, Angel felt funny that Malaysia brought up the fact that she didn't like the dress or the way that it was cut, and also that she was not very professional in front of all the rest of the ladies, and I guess also on television as well, because she said that could mess up her business. This is how she makes her money, and this could also, what if Rihanna or somebody sees, I'm like, I ain't know the girl was big time like that. She was making that. I didn't know all these people was watching her and wearing her clothes. I mean, excuse the heck out of me, Rihanna? Rihanna, wear your clothes. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know, excuse me. So anyways, that's what she said. And Malaysia was like, well, I'm not going to apologize for the way that I felt, because that's how I felt. But what I will do is I apologized already for saying it in front of everybody else and expressing that in front of everybody else instead of pulling you to the side. But she was also saying, you know, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to apologize for anything else. So it seems like they all good for the moment. So then they all go to a cigar shop, and they, except for Angel, she said she had migraines. The negative energy was getting to her, so she wanted to go and do her own thing on the beach. So yeah, so Malaysia and Jackie, they end up bonding and smiling and smoking and getting high. I mean, they look like they were getting high. I mean, I'm like, aren't you not supposed to inhale from these things? They look like they were. I mean, I know that little hookah thing could give you a good buzz though, because back in my youth, let me stop. Back in my young days, I used to be, when I used to be a club promoter, going to the clubs all the time, that was one of the big things there was the hookah. So yeah, that gives you a little buzz, a little energy, a little boost. But the cigars, they look like they was only smoking cigars, and you're not even supposed to inhale that. So I don't know anything about cigars. Y'all can enlighten me if y'all know, but they look like they was getting high off them cigars. But then again, they was also drinking too. But yeah, Mehgan is just looking at them like, you guys are so fake. And I totally understand what she means, because 1 minute two of them is quarreling, the next minute it's like they're besties. Like, which one are you gonna be? And I can't deal with bipolar people like that. It's like, either you're gonna be good with me, or you gonna flip and just be on your own side. Like, I remember when I was younger, I used to deal with stuff like that, but I've gotten to a point in life where it's just like, I'll rather be by myself if I have to deal with people that act like that. Just saying. Like, for real though, yeah. So then they all start talking at lunchtime. They all start talking about their men and how people be wanting their men, these little groupie chicks. And it's real out in these streets. That's why people be thinking that they're prissy and they're rude. But it's like, you can't really have too many bonds and too many friendships, because at the end of the day, these women could turn around and try to F your man. That's what be in the back of their heads a lot of times, because they want the life that you have. So at least I guess it's better when they have a little community of basketball wives, because they're all on the same page. Even though you still got to be careful with them, because they may be like, my man is doing this overseas stuff. He ain't making as much money as her man who's in the NBA. You know, you never know. I don't trust nobody. But yeah, so that's the kind of mentality that all of them are having, and they're like, you know, that's why we gotta be the way that we are, because you can't trust nobody. So then Jackie, Mrs. Perfect, she does share with us that Doug did cheat when they were dating, but he's alive now because he stopped all that, allegedly, quote unquote. I mean, you never know what somebody's doing at the end of the day unless you're with them 24/7. I'm just saying. Anyway, so I was actually surprised that Brandy and Malaysia shared a little bit of their stories as well. Brandy had shared that she had called up one of the side chicks one day, and she was kind of like, she wanted to find out if the chick knew where she lives. And surely did. This girl came right on over when she told her to come over. So that means she knew exactly where she lived. And Brandy, Malaysia, she shared the story that when she was 7 months pregnant, her man would be turning up in the club instead of coming straight home. So what she did, big old stomach canal, she went to the club and she poured out all the liquor that was in his VIP drinks, which probably cost like $1,000. And he's like, why you got my baby in the club? And she's like, well, why are you in the club? And he went home. So, I mean, yeah, they all had their little stories. I mean, craziness, though. I hate to see freaking... I remember when I used to be a club promoter, I used to see some people with stomachs, and I assume they're probably pregnant up in the club, and I'm just looking at them like, really, though? You that desperate that you need to come up in the club with a freaking big-ass stomach? The only way I can see myself going to a club if I'm pregnant is if it's like for somebody's event, like a baby shower or something like that, for family or something like that, and it's hosted in a club. Other than that, and I might not even do that. Other than that, you ain't gonna see me pregnant in a club. What we doing? We drinking water, turning up with everybody else with our big old stomach? Please. Anyway, so then following that, they all went to a rum bar. And they was already kind of turned up from the last place that they went to. So now they all up in there in Malaysia. This woman, she's trying to give a good speech. She talking about how the rum came into place and how they had the sugar cane and they put it together and the whole history of the rum. Malaysia's just like, I hate to be rude, ma'am, but we're all already drunk and we just want to drink. I'm like, you hate to, when you start up a conversation talking about I hate to be rude or I don't really mean to be rude, usually that means that the next thing that you're going to say is probably going to be rude. I mean, I've had a lot of experience with those types of conversations, and they never end up going anywhere but to a rude point or downhill, you know? So that's what she ends up saying. And she tells them all about each liquor that they drink it. All of them was like, yo, these liquors is nasty. They are garbage. It looks like she's freaking trying to poison us type of nasty. Like, you could see it in their faces when they were talking in the commentary. But Jackie, I mean, she seemed like she got the good part of each type of rum that they was drinking. Like, she got the part that still had some sugar cane or something in it, because she was just... Oh, Malaysia, you don't want that? Give me that. I'll take that too. Like, she was drinking, like drinking was going out of style. I was like, dang, Jackie, you could slow down. But yeah, let's get on to the next part. So the lady's making some nice little drinks for them. It looked like it was some type of pina colada. And Jackie's just like, oh, what's in this? This is good. The lady said something about some copalopas. And Jackie's like, oh, okay, so copalopas and copalopas. And everybody just started dying laughing because Jackie was dead. Like, she had like the straight face when she said the most idiotic name on the planet. Like, the woman did not say nothing that sounded like that. I mean, come on, girl. Like, it was just a horrible trying to pronounce the word. It sounded ridiculous. It's almost like she was trying to say Oompa-Loompas with Copa-Lopas and something else. Everybody was rolling. Tammy and all of them. And then she just starts getting like, why are you guys laughing? This is not funny. I'm actually trying to find out what she's saying. We're in another country. I'm trying to find out a new language and you guys are laughing? Like, dead? No lie. She looked like a little kid, like a toddler. Snot and all. Tears and all running down the woman's face. I'm just looking at her like, seriously, Jackie? For real though, Jackie? It is not that serious. Tammy and Shawnee, they just go outside like, yo, I can't. These people are too freaking sensitive. Like, you're crying because you said something and we all laughed. We can't even laugh now. See, that's one thing I can respect about Tammy. She will shade anybody. Like, you could be her bestie and she will shade you. She will go off on you. That type of thing. Like, she don't care who you are. Like, just the last episode, she willing to fight for Jackie. Now she's like, yo, she's acting like a baby. She's too sensitive. And you see Malaysia over there comforting her. She's a grown woman. She's older than all of us. You know, Tammy was just like over the whole situation. So then they all go out dancing. And Jackie had me rolling again because they all get partners. And Jackie's just like, well, I had to get that one though. Like, he looked like he's an axe murderer or something. For real. I can't wait until they talk about switch because I'm ready to switch right now. Yo, I was rolling because you look at the man's face and all you see is nothing but facial hair all over his face. And I was just like, yo, she's kind of right though. He looked like the guy you would see, the next door neighbor, that he's like the upstanding guy in the community. And then all of a sudden he's the one that kills everybody. Y'all see how I just made a Lifetime story just like that, straight off the top of my head? Yeah, I do that. Oh my god. You would have thought that I had some of whatever the hell Jackie and all the rest of the women were drinking, but I didn't. So anyways, now they all go to the beach. Everybody's there, even Angel's there. And somehow, well, Mehgan calls Jackie, pulls her to the side, they start talking, and Mehgan tells her that she shouldn't have went off on Malaysia the way she did. She was wrong for that. Especially at that event. It wasn't the right thing to do. And it was unnecessary. You know, you guys had your words or whatever, but all the extra stuff wasn't really necessary or needed. So Brandy and them, they see them talking, so they like, oh, here we go. Because they know when Jackie's to the side with somebody, she's usually trying to fill somebody's head with something. So they're like, what y'all talking about? So then they proceed to have a group conversation. And we know that the group conversations don't never turn out too good. It's like horrible most of the times. So then they start talking about Mehgan. Well, Mehgan gets called out for the fact that she said, first they was all talking, then Mehgan gets called out for the fact that she was saying that she said over and over that Jackie didn't have her back. And Tammy's like, well, why would she have your back when you at the beginning you said you didn't even know her? It don't make no sense. You don't know nobody. Why would they have your back? And she made an excellent point, you guys. I mean, a lot of you guys, you were saying you don't like the fact that Tammy's being shady. But to be honest, I feel like she's bringing a lot of the BS to light. Like, people will go around, make believe that they're living in clouds and sparkling and turning around and, you know, chilling and stuff, but she's making it known, like, she'll call you out on your BS. Like, Mehgan, she could have gotten away with that because nobody mentioned that point that, okay, yeah, but you said you didn't know her at the beginning of the day. But then Angel had to go ahead and put a little 2 cents in there. I mean, she should have just sat on the beach and just looked pretty, put her legs up, and just let her migraines go. But no, she had to say exactly. It was like, wait, where the hell you come from? You wasn't even here when all that was going down. You came like 4 episodes after that. What the is going on here? So then they start going at it after that, and words of thoughts, and also words of you had an abortion, and oh, you wasn't doing nothing when you was my age, you was thotting. She was about to say thotting and bopping, like she told homegirl back there. She was like she told Drea, she was like, you was thotting, and she's like, please, I wasn't thotting, I had my own house. I mean, she probably got it through thotting, maybe. I mean, we don't know, we ain't asked her how she got the house, but you know, she's like, she's defending herself, and then she puts the jab of the whole abortion thing. I mean, that's why you gotta be careful what you tell people, because they can always use them words to true back on you, you know. And that's why, like, now, that's how I am. You kind of have to filter what you tell people, like your friends, because as soon as you get into something, what's going to happen? They're going to go ahead and they're going to use those little words that you told them that they had in their little pocket, and they're going to dash it right on you. So you definitely have to be careful what you tell people. And that's what was going down there. And that was pretty much where it ended. So we're going to see what happens next week, how that ends up. It looks like Mehgan thought she was back in the Bad Girls Club again. She was having them flashbacks. Head was spinning. She was trying to go, but they holding her back. I mean, girl, don't lose your job here. You're doing something good. You're elevating yourself. Don't revert back to the Bad Girls Club. Come on, leave that lifestyle in the behind. You're trying to get a little further up. You're trying to have a little panty line and everything. You can't be hood doing things like that, because nobody ain't going to want to work with you. They watching you, girl. That's how that's going down. Then it look like next week Brandy and Tammy's gonna get into it, so I'm here for it. I'm looking for it. I can't wait. Guys, don't forget to check out my other channel tomorrow, because once again, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood will be there. Thanks for watching. Be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I will see you in the next one. Later.